Another Saturday session, we're going to do a warm-up with just one ball to start, and then we're going to move into some two-ball work. Just different combinations of dribbling, just to get your hands thinking, get your hands thinking a bit more advanced. Okay, so first one is torso twist, so ball out in front of you, you're just twisting your body. Rotate your chair with it as well, as you can see. We're doing 20 of those. Okay, next one with the ball is, so the next one is leans left to right. So ball in your hand, lean out to this side. Try not to hold on to your wheel on this side, so you're using your torso to sit back upright. Lean out the other way, so 20 of those. So you're just leaning out as far as you can, using your core to sit you back upright. Squat. Okay, next one, doing arm circles. So just doing rotations around. So do 10 backwards, 10 forwards. Remember to keep the ball in fingertips rather than on the palm of your hands, because you'll get more control over the ball. Once you've got a good control, you can speed up a little bit. Just get a good nice round stretch all the way back and forwards. Then forwards. Get nice control with the ball. Keep it steady in your fingertips. Once we've done 10 forwards, we're going to switch around to the other way, other hand. Go backwards first. Try not to look at the ball either. Focus on something else, so you're just making your hands do all the work. And then forwards again. So forward circles, 10 of those. So next one was pec stretches. So ball out in front, switch around as far back as you can. Bring it back round, so keep the ball at shoulder height. All the way back around the other side. We're going to do 20 of those. That's 2 so far. 3. Stretch all the way back as far as you can. Keep the ball up high, arm nice and straight. We get a nice stretch out of it through your pecs, through your chest, and out of your arms and your wrists. Once you've done 20 of those, we're going to drop the ball for a moment and do the shoulder Bruce Lees that we do. So concentrate on the fine details of this. So arms out in front of you, stretch your shoulder, pinch your shoulder blades back, Then bring your elbows back in line with your shoulders, hands up, keeping those elbows nice and still, then up in the air. Back down, keeping your shoulder blades pinched this whole way through, arms forward, then release your shoulders forward. Okay, we're doing 10 of those, nice and controlled. Remember to release your shoulders at the end of each one. So at the end of here, bring the shoulders forward and back. This should all be engaged in the smaller muscles in your shoulders. As we all know, pushing the chair all the time mostly works the front of your body. It doesn't always engage all those smaller groups of muscles in your back. It's good to get a good balance of that. So the next one, raise circles. If you've got 2 balls, actually, you can do that with 2. Adds a little bit of weight to it. So 2 balls out either side. We're just doing 10 circles, little circles backwards. So it doesn't have to be quick. Once you've done 10 backwards, do 10 small circles forwards. Once you've done 10, the last bit, drop both balls after you've done 10. And the last bit is just some wrist rotations. So 10 one way, 10 the other. Make sure you get a nice big circles out of it. Other way. Cool. Grab a drink if you need one, otherwise we're just going to get into it. So we're going to do 50 of each of these. Go down a little bit. Hot. Okay, so we're going to go 50 medium dribbles right hand, then we're going to go 50 low, 50 high, swap sides, medium, low, high, and then we'll do some other stuff after that. So just in your own time, get a nice smooth rhythm, just using your fingertips on the ball, don't palm the ball. Once you've got a nice rhythm, you can speed up and get a bit sharper. All right, let's go. Don't watch the ball, try and watch the camera whilst you're doing it, so you're not focusing on the ball. So go down low, do 50 low. Once you've done that, give us a thumbs up, Alice, once you've done that. Don't worry if you drop the ball, I'd rather try out going hard rather than playing safe, so don't worry about dropping the ball, that's all the part of learning, it's all good. So we're going to go 50 low now. Nice and low, so all 3 fingertips. It'll be harder to count 50 bounces here, but you've done it for about 20 seconds, you should have about 50 bounces in there. 50-ish. Now we're going to do 50 high, so this will test your concentration here. 10. 50. So a trick with that drill, or tips for that drill, is just make sure that your hand always stays on top of the ball. So if you release your hand a little bit, the ball will fly out of your control. So bounce as high as you can with your hand on top. So there's no point in trying to bounce it any higher than what you can reach. It's just going to lose control. Right, now we're switching to the left, so 50 medium. So fingertips, no palm on the ball. You shouldn't be hearing any type of slapping on the ball with your hand. It should all be through your fingertips, nice and controlled. So you've done 50. Going down low. Another 50. Let's go. Then we're going up high again. So if this is your non-dominant hand, you need to stay nice and focused with this. Keep control. Get the ball nice and high as possible whilst keeping control. Now, on your non-dominant hand, if you feel like your left hand, for example, which is my non-dominant hand, can't do the same as how fast or as agile your right is. So if your low bounce isn't as quick and sharp, your high bounce isn't as controlled, that's something to go away and work on in your own time. So the more you do it, the more you practice it, the more both hands will feel as comfortable doing each drill. So we're going to grab 2 balls now. So whether that's 2 same size basketballs, it doesn't matter. If you've got smaller balls, it's going to make you concentrate a little bit more because you're bouncing 2 different weights. That's a good thing to practice because it just makes the brain concentrate and adjust to having to bounce the balls controlled and at the same time. Okay, so we've got 2 balls, Alice. Good to go. All right, so we're just going to bounce the ball either side of our chair. So just a nice, smooth, controlled rhythm. This is where you can start focusing on what your left hand is doing compared to your right. So if your right hand is the more dominant one, think about what it's doing to keep a nice control and then copy that with your left if that's your non-dominant. Obviously, vice versa. So try and keep the ball close to your chair but without hitting it off your wheels. Head up. You can look around, see what else is going on. Obviously on the court, you need to be able to see where the pass might be, what mates are doing, and be able to communicate as well. That's another big thing. So once we've got a bit of control, let's take it a bit lower. Keep the balls bouncing at the same time. Don't worry about dropping it. Keep trying. Try and take it a bit lower. Back up. Let's start gradually bring the balls higher and higher. Good work. Keep going. Keep trying. Okay. So we're going to go into some alternate bouncing now. So again, just concentrate. A nice smooth rhythm. If you could take that a bit lower. And try and get that rhythm nice and smooth, so you're not bouncing on one side. A bit lower. Up high. Again, focus on your non-dominant hand and what that's doing. Get a nice poppy rhythm as the right. Okay, so now we're going to go back to dribbling at the same time, but moving the balls backwards and forwards along the side of your chair. So both at the same time. Bring the ball forwards and backwards. To move them too far forwards and back, just make shorter movements to start, and once you've got control, then you can start taking it a bit further. Back to the front, back to the back. Then we could try bringing one forwards, whilst the other one goes back, so you're kind of twisting your body. Try and stay in camera today. Obviously, if you lose control of one ball, it's quite a challenge to yourself to see if you can get it back in control whilst keeping the other one going still. So that's a trick in itself, I guess. If you lose control, can you bring it back without having to put the other one down to go and pick them all up and start again? So, I'm going to move on to some bit more advanced stuff now. So, still working on the same that we were doing. So, bouncing one ball stationary on one side, can you move the other ball around? So keep your left hand stationary dribbling, make your right hand bounce around the chair. Okay, so one ball in your hand, whilst dribbling the other ball, see if you can just tap it. So you should have the space for it. Move it around different places in the chair. Hold of the dribble. Now we'll try the other way. Wife's car. Okay. Have a drink there. I'll get a written version of this session as well as the recording, make it user friendly so you can all sort of have it in front of you to try out if you don't have a way of having a recording in front of you. You can have a written version as well. Okay, so next one I wanted to try out is some dribble fakes. Whilst we're on court, we want to try and sell our defenders out. So making quick fake passes in different directions. The sharper you can make this, so going from a dribble straight into a fake and back into a dribble, will improve your chances of selling your defender out. So from both sides as well. You might fake and go into the dribbling on the other side. Keep it nice and sharp. So we've got a chest pass fake. We've also got a javelin fake. You might bring it back towards you again. Straight to the other side. Your other one is a two-handed one. Again, keeping it nice and sharp, so it's as realistic as possible. The defender won't know whether you're going to pass or not. The last one is a hook pass, so you can fake a hook pass and bring it straight back down into a dribble. Obviously doing it both sides is very important. So now we're doing a bit of everything now. So whether it's a javelin fake, chest fake, overhead, or a hook now. So so once you've tried a few of those, we want to look at putting that fake in. So dribbling, fake, spin away. So to change direction, obviously you don't need much space for this, you can just spin on the spot. So dribbling, fake, turn away, back into a dribble. Fake, turn the other way. And so the javelin, throwing it into the space, bringing it back, pull your wheel around, give it a little dribble around the back. So it's just adding these extra short, sharp motions into the movement of a fake. So you can dribble, fake the ball, turn away, off you go down the other direction once you've sold your defender. Okay. Another variation as well. Fake the ball, bring it around back. Just adding a little bit of extra movement into that. Again, not every single one will be perfect, but the more you practice it, the more fluent your body will be able to perform the moves nice and controlled. Okay, there's obviously hundreds of different variations you can do with that, but they can all be done on a short space in the driveway or something. Challenge yourself to try different moves, combine them together. Obviously, as I said, the sharper you make those movements, the more realistic they become for the defender to buy them, if you like. Okay, cheers guys. We'll catch up next week for the next session. I'll try and record more of these so we have more variations and stuff for everyone to give a go in their own time. I understand weekends can be busy. So anyway, have a good one.